Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Heal, Lift, Rise. I am Carla Denard, Reiki Master, Coach, Energy Healer, Transmuter, Reader, here to help you on your journey of awakening, healing, and ascension for you to become the best version of you. I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I wanted to talk about discernment and why it's so important that we have discernment, why we cultivate discernment, and why it is beneficial in our lives every day, day to day. So thank you so much for joining me. Hit the like, subscribe, share button if you are new here. It does help the algorithm to get my messages out there into YouTube world. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. So today I want to talk about discernment. Discernment is the ability to judge a situation, place, others, whatever, judge something well, to be able to judge something well. And it's more or less not judgment for the fact of I am judging somebody because I think like you're placing judgment on them in a negative way for a negative outcome. It's more of placing some kind of judgment for a situation, place, thing, whatever, to be able to decide whether or not you want to engage with this particular person, situation, place, whatever. So I'll give you an example because I do like to tell my stories, my personal stories, and how it relates to what I'm talking about. So discernment, being able to discern and judge situation, place, thing, others. I would use my best discernment for a situation, person, whatever, if, for example, somebody in my life was constantly showing me something about them that was not beneficial to me, beneficial to my situation, or beneficial to my life. So if somebody is constantly, for example, talking crap about my spouse, or if somebody is negatively speaking about other people that I care about to me, again, it's just like if it's a habitual pattern that these people, this person or whatever people are doing, I'm going to use a discernment. I'm going to use a judgment of, maybe this person is not very good for me. Maybe this person does not have good intentions. Obviously this person needs healing and, has a lot of inner wounds coming out that's being thrown at me. But maybe this is not somebody that I can fully trust. Maybe this is somebody that I definitely don't want to be getting advice from. Maybe this is somebody that I definitely don't want to be talking to on a day-to-day basis. And maybe this is somebody or, people that I need to have boundaries put up for. There needs to be some kind of boundaries. Because if this is like I said, a pattern, a consistent, habitual thing that this person does, says, whatever, that affects me, which then in turn affects the people I am surrounded with day to day, family, children, etc., work. This is something that needs to be taken into consideration of how much time and energy you want to put into this situation with this person, this relationship. Or situationship, if it's not a true friendship or whatever. I think it's so important that we use this discernment because it allows us to take action on whatever's being presented. I think oftentimes we're so naive, and especially us empaths, we like to see the best in everybody and everything, and we try to look past every negative projection that's thrown at us. We try to really see the good in everybody, but sometimes it's not to our advantage because it in turn hurts us. It in turn really brings us down, and not everybody has the best intentions for you, and you have to recognize certain situations and people for who they are and what they are showing you day to day, month to month, year to year. You have to be able to accept that, okay, this person or this situation, whatever, it may be, is not changing or is not growing. They're not being being supportive of me, or they're not, speaking in a more positive manner. It just seems to always be so negative. Like, we have to be discerning of this, because we can't allow other people to drain us and to affect us just because they're at a low place. I think it's so important to cultivate discernment and to really use our inner guidance, our intuition, to help us make these decisions and take action for what is ultimately best for us. Sometimes, in certain situations, we have to let go of certain things, certain people, situations, places, whatever. Sometimes we have to let go of things that are not serving us and not helping us grow. It's just a matter of fact. We have to sometimes do that. Sometimes we have to let go of something or someone in order to obtain what we want with something or someone else. I mean, there's always going to be some kind of risk, some kind of give and take, something that you're going to have to release to get what you truly want in life. 100%. You will, if you want to grow and you want to become the best possible you will have to let go of something in order to achieve what you really want. Because in reality, and in the big picture, we have to learn to become unattached to everything and everyone anyways, because attachment is the root of all suffering. And in order for us to really grow and to truly expand our consciousness and to expand our awareness, we have to be more open and unattached to everyone and everything around us anyways. But the biggest test and the biggest lessons and challenges that we learn and we face is learning to let go of certain situations and people that don't serve us anymore. I think that's something huge that the divine, that the universe is constantly throwing at us, is that in order to get what you want, we hear what you want, we hear your prayers, we hear your thoughts, we know you want this, but in order to get here, you must let go of this. It's kind of like the saying, old ways don't open new doors. So like the old ways of thinking, the old ways of being, the old tribe of people that you might have cultivated strong bonds with once upon a time, 15, 16, 20 years ago, no longer serve the person that you have become this amount of years later. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shoe no longer fits. And in order to grow, you must kind of get a new pair of shoes, so to speak. You have to literally grow and let go of the old. That's literally, I feel like, what the universe is constantly telling us. And I think that's why a lot of people have the hardest time moving forward in life, and why they sometimes feel stuck is because they don't realize that they've grown. They don't realize that a situation may have changed and it's for the better. They might see it as a painful ending or something that just, leaves them feeling kind of just abandoned or stuck. But in reality, it's an opportunity for a new adventure. It's an opportunity for the growth that they've been seeking, for a new way of being, for, a career path that they may have dreamt about, for happiness and love and this, new kind of relationship that they've been seeking. Every painful ending is truly a new beginning. And as sad as that sounds, and I know it's hard for a lot of us to accept, it's really true. And we have to sometimes see situations, people, for what they are and what they present to us. We have to truly be discerning and think, are these people, situations, what have you, are they adding to my life, or are they subtracting from my life? Are they supportive of my life, or are they unsupportive of my life? Do they truly want my happiness? Because if they do, they will be supportive. But if not, they will not be supportive. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have to use that discernment to be able to see certain situations, people for what they are, and to then take action on what the next step is. Again, releasing people, situations, things, setting boundaries for certain people, situations. We literally have to use that discernment to our advantage in order to prosper, in order to grow, in order to get what we truly want. Sometimes we have to release good in order to get great. And sometimes the things that people, may have been praying for requires releasing of something that is not serving you, that you might think is, or that you might be comfortable with because it's something or someone that has been in your life forever. We have to really truly use discernment in a lot of these cases, because ultimately it's only going to hurt us and, people, places, things that we want to grow with. It's going to hurt all of that if we don't use our discernment to our best advantage. So highly, highly recommend learning to tune in, learning to become more aware. And becoming more aware is as simple as noticing something that doesn't seem right to you. It's kind of like I'm going to use an example here. So when you are at a restaurant, okay, this is totally random, but when you're at a restaurant and you order something and they bring out your food to you, and so it kind of smells weird, it kind of looks like it may not be good, okay? And your first instinct when you see and smell the food is something's not right. So internally, your intuition is telling you something is not right here. Like, something seems off, something like, so alarm is going off, like internally, like something's not right. And you decide, well, I'm going to try the food anyway because I ordered this food. I'm not even going to have, say anything right now to the waiter, waitress. I'm just going to try it. And then you proceed to try it, and you realize, like, oh my gosh, this is so bad. It tastes, you can tell like it's either expired, like old food, or maybe it's not even cooked, all the way, whatever. But you recognize from tasting it that it is not good, right? So then obviously you would use your discernment to, okay, I need to tell the waiter, waitress, hey, this is not good. Like, look, this is bad. I tried it. Can I get something else? Whatever. But see, your first instinct was, oh my gosh, something is not right. And I think that really ties into certain situations and, people, things that we engage in, is that our intuition inside is going to tell us when something is not right, when something is off. And we must follow that intuition, use that guidance, because that's what it is. It's guidance to discern the course of action, to discern whether or not this situation, person, place, whatever, is right for us, because it's our inner guidance. They're telling us, our inner guidance is telling us, like, hey, something's off. Then recognize it and follow that, because something is off. Our alert within is not going to go off to an extent if something is not truly off when we are met with certain situations, people, things, whatever. So, it's really important to use that discernment and not make excuses for people or situations, places, things. Stop making excuses and stop allowing certain negative situations to be in your life, or to allow certain things negatively into your life just to people please. If it's not helping you, if it's not empowering you, etc., it is not good for you. I mean, it's as simple as drinking expired milk and eating bad food. If it's not going to help you, then why are you going to consume it? If the news is constantly negative, why are you going to watch it? it's as simple as these things that we day to day seem to easily discern. But when it comes to other bigger situations or, people, it's like we constantly make excuses for other people or situations, bad behavior, or bad presentation. I mean, we cannot do that. We literally have to be discerning and use the best judgment and use that inner truth that is coming through this discernment. So that is all I have for today. I hope that I gave you a great explanation of discernment and maybe gave you an eye-opening of why it's important for you to be discerning in your life day to day, and how it will help you. Because ultimately, when we are able to discern clearly and take a course of action that is best suited for, based on our discernment of certain situations, people, places, things, ultimately it's going to help us thrive. It's going to help us grow. It's going to empower us to continuously do and recognize the, every situation, place, thing better. We have to take steps, but we have to take that action based upon the discernment. So thank you so much for joining me today. Again, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. Share the love. I appreciate every like, share, subscribe, comment that you put out there. I truly grateful for every single one of you. I hope in some way that my small videos here and there can help you and help change your life, change your perception, and help you expand your consciousness and become more aware in life. Because all of these things ultimately help bring about a better version of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until again, namaste. I love you guys. Bye.